gloves on and my scrubs on. Dr. Carter to the rescue. Excuse me if I'm late, but like a thief, it takes time to be this great. So just wait. Your style is...
Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back. It's your boy Ambitionz. I appreciate y'all coming back and checking me out. If you haven't seen my first video, link is somewhere. But yeah, so this video today, I want to talk about my global health experience and how my experience was in the Dominican Republic. So just to start off with, I do want to set like a little bit of background information just so you kind of get the whole sense of what's going on in the Dominican Republic. So the Dominican Republic is one of the world's biggest producers of sugar. Nationally, I think America's #1 supplier of sugar. So in the Dominican Republic, there's miles and miles, I'm talking beyond your eyes imagination of, sugar cane plantations. And in these sugar cane plantations, the primary workers are Haitian migrant workers. If you know anything about, the island of La Hispaniola, there's the Dominican Republic on this side and there's Haiti on that side. Haiti has like its, instabilities right now, whatever. So a lot of the people from Haiti come to the Dominican Republic, to find jobs or, opportunities to do something. But the reality of it is like their living situation is really not that great. So in these sugarcane plantations, there's communities called bates. And in the bates, but think about bate like a little neighborhood of where like the women, the men, the children, they live. And the men are the ones that actually like go out in the field and cut the sugarcane while the women and the children, stay at home. So that was our primary patient population, the like Haitian migrant workers that lived in these bates. The three things our team was doing in the Dominican Republic, we had like 3 different projects that we had. So we were there for 3 weeks. And the first week and the last week were our public health weeks. And in our public health weeks, what we aimed to do is we wanted to start a family health registry so that we can help what they call the promotora or the clinic, the community health leader, rather, kind of keep track of who's in their bates and like what problems are most prominent. So it's kind of like a census per se. We also did a photo voice project, which essentially is we gave 2 families in each bate a camera, and we basically asked them to take pictures of their most like concerning health needs, because a picture is worth 1,000 words. So they, kept the camera for a little bit and took pictures of things that they wanted to share with us, and then we later came back to, get their stories. So we worked with 4 different bates, and every day we went to a different bate. So we went there at least 3 times because there's 3 weeks. And in the second week we had our clinic week. So basically, our doctors from our school came over, and we were able to, be the doctors and, address their health needs, give people medicine. There was also like a dentist team there. There was also the physical therapy team there. And the physical therapy was probably the biggest, they were the superstars because everybody in that bate has, back pain, headaches, and, like body pains, and physical therapy literally just, put their hand on them and just healed them. And this trip, I learned and gained so much more of appreciation for PT because I was able to see what PT actually does and, their importance or whatever. Okay, so yeah, that's like the background of, what we were there for and what we were doing. My personal experience, like my own opinions of the trip, man. I think the biggest thing that it was hard for me to swallow, what I saw when I first got there, because legitimately, the sugarcane plantations and you have this power play, this colorism thing where the darker skinned individuals are the people that are doing the manual labor, and the conditions that they live in are just less than optimal, you know what I mean? So every day we'll drive into the bates, it was always kind of it was hard for me to swallow, just damn, the picture I'm seeing in my head, because, it's so similar to, segregation and slavery here in America, and just, being educated on those things and why things are the way they are. It was just, it's hard for me to swallow. But it was encouraging, getting to build relationships with the people in bates. They're so resilient, and they just have such good spirits. Everyone was super friendly. Everyone was appreciative of our times there. Getting to know their stories and what drives them, what keeps them motivated. That was a great experience as well. It was also very, I guess, I enjoyed, seeing the whole Pan-African diaspora, because if you know anything about, the being the black experience. Like Africans, Dominicans, Black Americans, wherever, like we're all rooted in the same, you know, same, all come from the same place. So you see those similarities in how they do things, both from the Dominicans and the Haitians. You know what I'm saying? Like that African root is still ingrained in their culture. From the food, you know what I mean? Like the food that we were eating out there tastes like Nigerian food type of thing. Even the dances and the music and things of that nature. So that was also a positive experience for me. In our clinic week, like that was a chance for us to, for me at least, you know, put into action the things that I've learned my first and second year. So how the clinic worked, imagine there's a patient here, there's the doctor just kind of oversees what you're doing, and I'm like the primary physician type of thing. I'm talking to the patient. I have a translator here because most of them either speak Spanish or Creole, and I'm basically, you know, listen to what their, you know, main complaints are, their chief complaint type of thing. You know, I'm assessing like, okay, I think this is what he may have. I think this is what, you know, I'm doing my physical exam. And then from there, I report to the doctor like, okay, this is what he's complaining about. This is what I think we should do. This is my assessment, and I think this is how we should treat him. And just being able to like be the doctor, that, you know, that was a great feeling. One time I actually had a patient that, like, you know, you listen to so many lungs, your first and second year, just kind of going through the motions, but you never really hear any like pathology. And one girl was able to actually hear like crackles on inspiration. And I was so excited. I went to tell my attending, it was like an eight-year-old little girl. And she was like, yeah, this is actually crackles. And we diagnosed the pneumonia, and we're able to get her an inhaler. And we had to like teach her how to like use her inhaler, her and her mom. We ended up making like a spacer out of like a little cup. And, you know, just making the most of what you have type of thing. When she ended up using her medicine, like the crackles that were there like 10 minutes ago went away, and like we're just so able to like make an impact in their lives. It was also a great experience to like get some of them reading glasses, because a lot of them can't really see close. So like just that moment where like they couldn't see, we get them fitted for glasses and they can see the immediate like impact, the change in their lives. You can see it in their face. So that was also like, you know, great for me. Outside of the work part, we did have fun. We went to the beach the first Sunday, and it was just really relaxing. The waters are beautiful. We also went on a booze cruise like the following week, and that was an experience on its own, you know what I mean? So we did try to enjoy the country. It wasn't all work, no play, but you know, the whole experience in itself was, I think, positive. Got to make and meet new friends from my school that, like, you know, we have so much in common. I feel like the group that we went with, like, we all worked together, we all were similar minded, and I'm really glad that I got to meet them and, you know, build those relationships with my classmates. Shout out to y'all. We also played a lot of VC, which is a great game, and, you know, we had reflections every night, so like the team can talk about what they saw that day, so you can digest and share and get things off your, you know, off your chest type of thing. Oh, the food was crazy too. Like, so the compound we stayed at, they cooked us breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And like I said, it tastes like African food. So I was in that whole like rice and stew type of thing with meat and bread, and it was just good. They also gave us a cake every night, and it was like chocolate, carrot, lemon, and we noticed that, like, okay, if we didn't work out, we'll gain some pounds. So we had like a running group in the morning that we ran like at 6 a.m. and the workouts are actually pretty serious. Plus, you're always sweating, like I mentioned earlier. So I feel like because we're always sweating, we were in the sun and we were basically walking and on our feet the whole day. We're constantly burning calories. So interestingly enough, I lost like 5 pounds from the trip, which is good because I'm actually trying to, you know, get right a bit. So that was my brief experience of the Dominican Republic. I definitely want to go back just as a tourist, not necessarily you know, working, just so I can like enjoy the touristy things. But I'm super grateful that I had the opportunity to go, and I think it's definitely gonna help me just put more things into perspective as far as my life and understanding like why your patient is the way he or she is. You know, there's always more to your patient than just, oh, he has this pathology or he has this complaint. There's always a background story to every patient encounter. So just always keeping that in the back burner, just understand like, okay, let me truly treat my patient holistically when that time comes. I highly suggestively encourage everybody watching this video to, if you have the opportunity to go on a global health trip or even study abroad, get out of America. You know what I mean? There's so much more to life than the comfortability of your home, the comfortability of your day-to-day. one of my good professors from UT, Dr. Moore, shout out to him. He was like, uncomfortability is the fertilizer for growth. You know what I mean? So like you can never grow if you're always only doing the same thing that makes you, keeps you comfortable. Anywho, that's the end of this video. Appreciate y'all checking it again. I got more heat coming, so stay tuned and stay good, loves. Enjoy.
My ambition as a rider.